comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh. Ooh, what's up guys? It's MD Shady from a Funko Podcast, back at it again with another great video for you guys today. Today we'll be taking a look at my recent pickups, ending off with another ad icon Grail. But before that, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways guys, let's check it out. So like I said, we will be taking a look at my recent pickups. But before that, I wanted to start off with something that I guess is kind of a new pickup, though it's a pop I've already had in my collection. I kind of did something to it to make it a whole new pop. And that is this completely, I guess, bedazzled, rhinestoned out Pikachu. I got the idea for this from a Instagram user by the name of Sketch and Collect, I believe. I thought that this idea was awesome, and he does this with a lot of Pokemon pops, and I've never done it before. And one thing that I did do is I bought rhinestones that were a little too big. I'd rather have them be like the size of the ones on the ears there, the black ones, kind of, if you could see on the eyes as well. And I do have red ones to kind of finish off the cheeks as well, but I think this actually turned out very well for being my first attempt at bedazzling a Funko Pop, and I will probably end up doing this more often, especially considering I have some random out-of-box pops kind of just lying around in the Funko room. This took me about, I would say, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, give or take, but if I consider that the smaller rhinestones are going to take a lot longer, I'd say that this is probably about a 6-hour piece if I were to do smaller rhinestones. Next up, I have my first ever Funko Mini Moments, and it is the Dwight Schrute from The Office. This is pretty cool. This is the first time, obviously, like I said, that I've owned one. I've definitely seen some of these mini moments in the stores before, but I think this is a great idea by Funko. I love how, if you take a look on the back of the box, you can see the complete kind of set of The Office there and the different figures that you get in the wave with Jim, Dwight, Michael, Pam, and Daryl, is it? Yeah, it's Daryl as well. I don't know if I'm going to completely try to finish this set. We were going to, because we had ordered all of them, 2 of each, just to see if we could get chases. It ended up getting canceled besides the Dwight that shipped, so we each got a Dwight, DK actually getting the chase, which is really cool. So I might end up selling this, and I do plan on collecting the Seinfeld mini moments. So at the beginning of the month, I was at our local GameStop before work, and I found this, the Pop Albums number 11 of the Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. I think this is pretty sweet. Not too often do I see pop albums in stores, at least recently. Back in the day, like last year, we definitely seen them a lot more often, but this is really cool. I plan on getting a lot of the pop albums. Still don't have any of those deluxe ones, which I definitely like to get my hands on, but this one was cool, and for 22 bucks Canadian, I thought that was a pretty good deal. I believe that's what it cost me, and I forgot that these were that cheap. It just seems like, because they have the big hard stack, that these would be more of an expensive figure. And while I was on my way out of EB Games, right when I was about to leave the pop section, I found the Eddie Van Halen pop, and what caught my eye is that normally, I guess I could show you the sticker down there where they're $14.99 or $13.99 with the Edge card. This actually had a sticker on the front window for $8.99, I believe, so I definitely couldn't pass up a new figure for that kind of price point in Canadian dollars, obviously. And this figure is really cool. I really enjoy how they did the mouth on Van Halen, which I don't think they necessarily needed to do, but I do think it looks pretty cool. And obviously that position of him jumping with his famous guitar there, which looks so sweet as well. This is an awesome pop. I haven't really been collecting Pop Rocks too much recently because there's a ton now, and it's definitely hard to keep up, but I knew I wanted to add Eddie Van Halen to the collection. Then a week or two later, I was at the same GameStop, and I actually found the Previews exclusive Donatello. This is awesome. I love collecting the turtles, so as soon as I seen this in stores for a retail price, I knew I had to grab it. I wish that they would have had more, but I think they probably only got 1 or 2 of the Donatello. And yeah, I definitely want to collect this whole set. If you want to take a look at the back, you have the 4 turtles, Casey Jones, and Shredder. And then I believe there's a chase version for every single one of these characters that are in black and white. Honestly, I really think that I do want to collect all of the commons and all the chases as well, even though my turtle shelf down there is definitely running out of room, so I'm going to have to find a bigger shelf myself to put them on, especially when I get all of those chases. Then a couple of figures that I actually picked up today from a trade that I did with DK is the first one is the EB Games sticker exclusive glow-in-the-dark Molten Man. And the funny thing about this pop is actually I bought this pop for DK for his birthday, and then he said he wanted to sell it, and I mean, I can't stop him. He can be an asshole if he wants to. No, I'm just kidding. He can do what he wants with his pops. But now I'm collecting a lot of Spider-Man stuff, so I knew I had to have this, so we kind of did a little bundle trade with, I gave him a pop and some extra cash, and then I got 2 pops from him, one being this Molten Man, and this is a sweet figure. I knew I wanted to get this. I remember when I bought this for DK, I wanted to buy one for myself, but I just got him the one, just because this is an awesome looking figure, but I hadn't seen the movie at the time, so I think that's why I didn't pull the trigger for myself, but now I obviously have seen the movie, and this pop's cool. And then the second part of that trade is the 80 Years of Marvel Kingpin, and this is awesome. This is a specialty series figure. I love Kingpin. I've been watching the 90s animated Spider-Man show, and Kingpin is basically the main antagonist in that he's kind of in every episode, whereas other villains are kind of just in like their own subcategories of episodes, I guess you could say. So I love Kingpin. I think he's an awesome character, and this is honestly one of my favorite Kingpin figures. The Wilson Fisk that I do own is pretty cool as well from the Daredevil, but I definitely like more of the animated style, that's for sure. So I have been to our local flea market a couple times in the last few weeks. I ended up finding the Cronk, the original Cronk from the Emperor's New Groove, and this pop is so awesome. I love the Emperor's New Groove, and this is definitely one of those pops that I kind of missed out on buying. I actually only ended up buying the Hot Topic exclusive Cusco as the alpaca. So I definitely need to get all of these original pops, and if you want to take a look at them, you have obviously Cusco, Pacha, Yzma, and then Cronk, which is this figure, obviously. The next pickup I have is a set of pops that I actually purchased off DK's brother, and I'm so happy that he sold me these pops because I've been wanting these for a while, and it's another set that I really should have bought when it first was in stores. And that set is the original Space Jam set, though this is not a full set, and you guys will see that there is one pop missing technically. The first pop we have here is Bugs Bunny, and what a cool looking pop. This is definitely one of my favorite bugs. There's definitely quite a few bugs in the Looney Tunes lineup, obviously. There's the regular Bugs Bunny, there's the Opera Bugs Bunny, there's the like DC Bugs Bunny, I believe, where he's Superman, I want to say. That whole set of like the anniversary ones where he's got like the fruit hat. There's so many different bugs, but I really do enjoy this one. Oh, it looks so good. I love the OG Toon Squad jersey, and the basketball is cool, and overall it's just a really nice Bugs figure, so a great way to start off the set. Next up in this set we have Taz. This is so cool as well. I really like this one, and I believe there is a chase version. I think he has his mouth open, so I probably won't get that chase version until maybe I decide that I do want a full collection of Looney Tunes pops, and then I might be forced to kind of try to find that one. But this pop is awesome, and it's in pretty minty condition, which is awesome as well. And I like the added detail of how he has kind of his jersey and shorts that are ripped from him being a Tasmanian devil, obviously, and spinning around going crazy. So this is an awesome pop. I love Taz, and this is another great pop for this set. Next up, we have Wack Hammer, and this is a pretty cool pop. I wish that they would have extended this set to give us more of the characters. I guess I'll show you them on the back there. I just wish we could have got more characters, and a Michael Jordan in the Space Jam jersey is definitely a pop that me and DK both definitely want to see in the future, so maybe one day we'll see that. And then lastly, we have kind of the grail of the set, and that is M3, the blue Monstar, and this pop is massive. This is a really tall, cool looking pop, and this is definitely one that I slept on because of its value now. And I'm just glad that DK's brother was willing to sell me this set, and he gave me a really good deal on this set too, which I'm very thankful for that as well. And this pop is definitely one of those pops in this set that just stands out so nicely, mostly because of its size. I'm so glad that they gave it a regular size box and did not make it a 6-inch pop, because I'm just not a fan of displaying those big boxes. I like having your normal sized pop box. So the one pop that I am missing out of this set is the Marvin the Martian, and I actually seen it at the flea market the other day, but They were asking 90 Canadian, and I had some other things that I wanted to buy, so I guess I'll show you what those pops are. So I made a little bit of a bundle deal at the flea market with our, like, the biggest seller that we have at the flea market, whose name I believe is King Dave, and he was really, like, he worked with me very well on pricing out these pops, and the first pop that I seen that caught my eye was Zapp Brannigan from Futurama. This pop's awesome. This is another pop that I slept on for a while, and glad to add it to the collection now because these pops are going to be going up in value very soon, and they already actually are going up in value. I believe, yeah, he was asking $35 for this one, and when I picked it up, he's like, oh, I haven't raised the prices on those yet, but if you're gonna buy them, like, I'll still give you that price, but they are more expensive now. And he goes, and I think that you know already that that is going to be a pop that goes up in value. And I said, yes, I do know, and obviously that's because, what is it? Hulu? They're getting a new season of Futurama, like a brand new season, so that's super awesome, and obviously it will bring some attention to Futurama, which means that the prices of the pops will probably go up, and obviously we're already seeing that because this is not worth $35. I believe this is closer to like a $45, $50 pop right now, and I think that that price will keep on growing, so this is an awesome pop to add, but we have a couple more. Another Futurama pop we picked up was Philip J. Fry. This is such a weird looking pop. It just looks like one of those old school pops, but that's great because it is an old school pop for the most part, and he had this one at $55, but again, he worked on the price with me, so that was good. And then lastly, we have Leela, and this one was going for 40 bucks. And I think that's about what it's going for. For some reason, this pop hasn't really jumped up in value quite yet, though I think it definitely will. So I knew for sure that I was going to be picking up those Futurama pops. He was just giving me too much of a good deal. So I figured I would kind of help him out and buy a decently priced Grail from his collection as well. And he also gave me a deal on this one, so that's pretty cool. Even though he said he really couldn't work on the price too much, he definitely did cut me some money off of it. And that pop is the Funko Shop exclusive Toucan Sam, not the metallic one. I don't really like the look of that pop, and I do love the look of this pop. And finally, I have another ad icon to add to the collection, kind of one of those more heavy hitters. I believe currently this is going for about $160 on the Funko app, and I'm not gonna lie, I paid more than that for this pop. I paid probably closer to about $170, $175, and that's because you just don't see this pop too often, so I don't really mind paying a few dollars more than the going rate because this pop's only going to go up in value. I don't see this going down anytime. I'm just happy that I have another serial ad icon to add to the ever-growing list of ad icons. I guess this will probably go right there beside Lucky, and then the Noid will shift its way down, and then I have more ad icons over here now as well. I have those Spider-Mans kind of just holding their place right there. They will be moved because I love ad icons, so they're definitely going to be filling up this whole shelf as well. Really, my pop room is pretty full, so it really just has to be a lot of the Mega Grails that kind of stay in this room. And this isn't a Mega Grail, but it's definitely a pop that I wanted for a long time. And I even remember years ago thinking like, oh, this pop is like $90 or whatever the price was at the time. I'll never be able to get that. That's just too expensive, and it's just awesome that now I can actually add pops like this to my collection. So those are my recent pickups. This is awesome, and I think that you guys probably enjoyed this too. And if you did, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what was your favorite thing that I picked up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyway, guys, that's all the time I got for you today. Peace in, peace out.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.